Hello guys, welcome to another video. First of all, I said that this story doesn't belong to me, so if you read the full story for yourself, go down in the description to find the link to the original post and read the full story for yourself. That being said, let's get into the video. What if Minato had adopted Obito on a better route? Chapter 41 and Part 41. A team of Sand Shiganins walked through the forest of death with extra cautions. They had yet to see another team, and they wanted to be absolutely sure they were ready when they did. Once one of them felt something on his skin and forced a small bug on his hand. Uh, he froze out of fear. Guys, are slugs poisonous? The female of the group rolled her eyes. Not likely. Just shake it off your hand and let it. Let's keep moving. The boy gave a small laugh. Right, 'cause they aren't. He flicked the slug off his hand and looked away too soon to see it poof away. Mito looked at the team of sand cannons and noticed that her slug had come back to her. Did you figure out what kind of scroll they have? The slug replied in a small voice, "They have a heaven scroll, my lady." And Mito was glad to hear that. "Great, thanks for your help." The slug pooped away and Mito turned to the others. "They have got the heaven scroll. Let's move." The Sand Gennins continued to walk through the forest while doing their best to keep their guard up. These days had started over 3 hours ago, and they had yet to see even a single of the other, a single any other, a sign, even a sign of any other human being. Something didn't uh, something did finally catch their attention, though a snake slithering across their path. They jumped slightly but didn't really think anything of it. After all, this forest must have thousands of snakes inside of it. To be honest, they were just happy there wasn't one of those giant ones the Proctor had been talking about. Right before they were about to walk right past past where it had been, one of them yelled out in pain. Thanks uh, Thanks had beaten his ankle and it was bleeding painfully. His teammate threw a kunai at it, causing it to poof away. The girl went wide-eyed as she knew exactly what that meant. It's a summon. Someone else is here. Naruto, Mito, and Kakashi. Uh, Kakashi jumped down in the front of them. Thanks. Tank had beaten his ankle. Was the snake? Maybe. Oh, the snake. Sorry, there is a misspelling here. It's true. The snake had beaten his ankle, and it was beyond painful. His teammate threw a kunai, and it causing it to poof away. The girl went wide-eyed as she knew exactly what it meant. It's a summon. Someone else is here. Naruto, Mito, and Kakashi jumped down in front of them. It would if you would give us the scroll now, we wouldn't want to. I want to have to hurt you guys. One whose ankle had been beaten had some kind of hand single. No way in hell. When he put his hands over his mouth and some kind of rain come out, raining water sent bone. The sharpened water hit Team 11, who then poofed away just like a snake. The snake did. They all went wide-eyed and heard a voice above them. A water user. That's pretty rare in the sand. The sand gaining started to mumble to himself. What in the hell? Naruto's approach appeared out of nowhere, promptly kicking the kid in the chest and sending him flying to backwards. Shadow clone, one of my specialties. I had them transform into my teammates to distract you. Weren't you expecting that after the snake were you? They were about to start a counterattack when they saw that they were surrounded by dozens of Narutos in the tree. Kakashi stood on one of the branches with his hand on his mouth. If you don't give us that scroll, Kakashi's gonna send a nice big fireball right at you. And there's too many Narutos and Narutos around here for you to try to escape if I do. Give us the scroll, and there will be no trouble. The Sand Canyon could see they were far too outmatched to keep this up. One of them pulled out the heaven scroll and tossed it to them. Fine, but it isn't over. Sorry for all of that echo. Naruto caught it and jumped back up in the trees to meet his teammates. Now it is for now. It is for now. Now, once the fight was over and they were in a safe location, Naruto sat down and put the scroll next to him and on the ground. He took his shirt and turned it inside out. His teammates looking at him curiously. Naruto placed a bush he had pulled out of the brush. He pulled out a brush he had pulled out of his pocket on the inside out shirt and started to make some kind of symbols on it. Once he finished it, he grabbed the scroll and placed it on the symbol he had drawn. He put his hand over it, and in a puff of smoke, the scroll disappeared. Kakashi was majorly impressed. Naruto, that was awesome. So we can just pretend we have any scrolls and pull them out out of the seal. Once we get to the tower, Kakashi got a say. Naruto, that's freaking amazing. Naruto smiled brightly at the praise. And thanks, sealing real is cool, isn't it? Mito was more worried about finding a safe place to stay at the moment. We will have to set up camp before too much longer. Let's begin. Let's go find a safe spot to sleep for the night. The two boys nodded and headed out, unwary of the dark presence looming above them. A strange grass ninja watched them and gave a strange kind of chuckle. You or your cousin. I really can't decide. Either of you would just be perfect. We will just have to wait and see, I suppose. The grass ninja just kept watching them as they left to set up camp. Before long, they would have to form a meeting. They will have the formal meeting. Kakashi seemed like the perfect place, but then again, so did his cousin. It was really a matter of which person would be easier to acquire. Both of them trusted, then the proper one would be chosen. It was just a matter of time, really. Team 11 finally jumped out of the Crash Ninja's sight, who then chuckled one more time. I am glad I came to this exam. Team 11 had spent the better part of an hour just trying to find a place to sleep for the night, with little success. The problem was that they were in the freaking forest of death, so pretty much nowhere was safe enough to try and sleep. Naruto suddenly stopped them. Hold up, I think we have got company. Kakashi and Mito stopped and quieted down. Everything was extremely quiet. That was until Kakashi screamed, screamed, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Then Mito smacked him over the head. "Kakashi, what are you doing?" Kakashi rubbed his head. "What?" Kakashi was just trying to say hi to his cousin. Kakashi Mito gave him a funny look. Cousin? Kakashi, Sasuke and the rest of the Team 7 jumped down to meet them. Sasuke looked at Kakashi and asked, "How do you see us coming?" Kakashi pointed to his eye. When Naruto told Kakashi someone was coming, he activated his Sharingan. Kakashi was able to see you even through you even though he see you even though you were kind of far away. When Kakashi saw that it was you guys, yeah, it was you guys. When Kakashi saw that it was you guys, he deactivated it. Sasuke nodded. Good thing you guys got your two scrolls yet. You guys got your two scrolls yet. Kakashi was about to answer when Naruto said, "Wait a second. How do you know you guys are really you?" "Hinata, what did I call you at dinner the other night?" Hinata blushed heavily. "Your sweet little Hinata-chan." Naruto gave a foxy grin. "Yep, it's them." Sasuke glared. "That's the sickeningly sweet thing I have ever heard. Sickeningly sweet thing I have ever heard." Hinata shuffled. That's the attitude why you don't have a girlfriend." Sasuke rolled his eyes. "No, I am smart is the reason I don't have a girlfriend." Hinata was about to fire back when Sai cut in. "This isn't the time or place for this." And Sasuke knew he was right. But they weren't happy about it. Hinata turned to Naruto. "You have got both or our school already?" We have got both or our schools already. What about you guys?" Naruto is smirked. "Yep, took from some sand genin." Sasuke chuckled. "Nice, we got ours from a team of Miss Ninjas." Hinata suggested, "Since we have got our scores, why don't we set up camp together? We can watch each other's back on the way to the towers. They couldn't see why not." "Sure." "You got any spot in mind?" Sai apparently had an answer. "There is a small clearing we passed not far from here. I think it would really be perfect." Kakashi liked the sound of that. "Then what are we waiting for? Lead the way, Sai." Once they got to the clearing, they had camp set up in no time. Mito and Sai went out to get water and food, while Hinata and Kakashi forged a permanent formed a perimeter around the area, and Naruto and Sasuke set up camp. Once they had everything all set up, they got to the watch schedule set up and cooked the fish that Sai had caught over the fire. Hinata had some herbs around and proved to be very good cook. All of them agreed. Training up was a great idea. Teaming up was a great idea. Sasuke was the fourth on watch. Hinata, Naruto, and Kakashi all having gone already. He watched as they slept peacefully, just going up and down as breath in and out. It was dead quiet. The only sound he heard was the owls and some crickets. It was a beautiful, peaceful night. It was funny. The forest of death was full with horrible monsters with deadly plants, but it was also kind of beautiful. On Once the dusk had settled, the moonlight hid it. It was an amazing place. Sasuke took a deep breath and admired the scenery a little while longer. His shift was almost over. He stood up to wake up Sai for his shift. Just as he was about to go back to camp, he heard a voice not far from here. "A mesmerizing place, isn't it? People are just too foolish to appreciate the real beauty." Sasuke turned around to find some kind of grass ninja standing on a nearby branch. He was about to call to his friends when he heard cook 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 cook. "I wouldn't do that if I were you." Wouldn't you want your cousin hurt yet, would you? Kakashi Sasuke stopped in his tracks. What the hell are you talking about? The grass ninja removed the hat they had been wearing and to reveal a white, silky looking man. The man began to chuckle. I understand my teammate is your sensei. I understand my teammate is your sensei. Too bad. You got the weakest of the Sanin as your sensei. I would have been a much better choice for someone with such a talent as you. Sasuke started to piece it together. Wait, you are a man threw his head back in laughing. Yeah, he was clearly enjoying this very much. Yes, Orochimaru of the Sanin. Sasuke couldn't believe it. What the hell was Orochimaru doing here in the Chunin exams? Orochimaru jumped next to him and began to circle him like he was stalking his prey. I consider both you and your cousin for my next vessel, but Kakashi is just too many risks. Tried him. Got too many risks tried to get it tied to him. Risks tied to him. He is the Hokage's son. He has no reason to leave the leaf. It just wouldn't be the smartest choice. Sasuke really wasn't liking where this was going. And what about me? Orochimaru was so glad he asked. When it comes to you, I can easily cook up some story in which you join me. Cook up some story in which you join me to your average to your to join me to avenge your clan. Sasuke was really starting to dislike this guy, and just how do you intend to get me to go with you? Orochimaru made a one hand seal and gave a dark smile. For an Uchiha, you are very poor with your genjutsu. You didn't even notice when I left the little gift on your cousin. Left the little gift for your cousin. Sasuke suddenly heard the sound of Kakashi growling. What the hell did you do to him? Orochimaru loved this kid's anger. Oh, that's simple. A little sail I put on his neck, and that was little sample of what it can do. By the way, any moment I want to do it, I can activate said seal to its full potential, killing him instantly. If you refuse any request I make of you, I wouldn't hesitate to use it. Sasuke growled his teeth. What do you want? Orochimaru simply turned away. Don't worry about that for now. We'll be in touch. Orochimaru vanished into trees. Then Sasuke turned to see his cousin was once again sleeping peacefully. Sasuke had no idea what Orochimaru wanted with him, but he knew it wasn't good. He said he would make a good vessel, whatever the hell that meant. He didn't bother to wake Sai up for his shift, not like he was going to sleep tonight anyways. I'm really sorry, I'm really goddamn sleepy, that's why made so many mistakes. That being said, that's all for this video. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.